For me, I think initially I would start off with, meeting up with the three execs and really distinguishing the difference between our business life and our personal life and not let it intersect one another because, once that intersects, then like all hell breaks loose. And so I really want to establish that amongst the execs and like within the trio of execs, I really want to create a working space that is really where we're able to challenge one another and really question our, I really want to be questioned if elected as an exec. Like I really want the other two execs and the board in general to like question my decision making. Like the way I've come to a decision because it's through experience that I've learned like through people questioning and learning about their perspective on something that really sometimes I get irritated that they're questioning me, but then in the end I come up with something better than what I originally had. And so with the exec relationship, I would probably want to meet up as many times as we feel that is necessary to like be efficient and productive. I couldn't give you a number because maybe one meeting a month is good enough, or maybe we need 3 meetings a week. I don't know how that's going to work out yet. That's going to that'll be determined on whoever is elected and what they think is the good amount or like what needs to be talked about. And in terms of execs and the relationship with board, I really want as it's probably going to be, like I really don't want board to think like, oh, they're the execs, like we're like I don't want to say inferior, but think that they're on a lower level. But even though that hierarchy is there, just know that we all are on the same level or same playing field, and I just really want that relationship between board and the execs to be very natural, where we're able to dialogue amongst each other and really question each other and challenge each other. Like the last thing I want is people to suppress what they feel, and then it's going to blow up later on. And so I want things to be talked about now as opposed to later.
So I guess the relationships between the execs would be, it's something that I'm familiar with after being a co-director for Spaces. So I think the relationship with the execs would be to meet once or twice a week to talk about how we're progressing as an organization, what we need as an organization. I guess just checking in to see how the organization is doing from the exec perspective. And 2, to talk about how we're working together. And 3, to also talk about how, the vibe we're getting from the rest of the board. I think it's important that the 3 execs work together to ensure that the rest of the board is getting the support that they need, the rest of the board feels empowered, and that the rest of the board has the resources that they need to do the work that they need to do. So I guess the relationships between the execs would be sort of that's how I would envision it. But I guess the relationship between the execs and the rest of the board, that's why I mentioned earlier that I would like to work specifically with certain positions, because I feel like as execs it's important for us to sort of help and guide the rest of the board, just to check in personally, emotionally, to see how they're doing, to make sure that their energy is being sustained so that they could do the work that they need to do, but to also mentor board members to feel like they have ownership of the work that they're doing beyond an event that they're planning, to feel like they could initiate programs or projects outside of what their position, what's written under the position. And I think if the execs work together to sort of talk about what board needs and address the needs of certain board, just board as a whole, the 3 the 3 execs could work with specific board members to sort of have groups to dialogue about their experience, have groups to dialogue about the work that they're doing, so that, I mean, yeah, the execs are leading it, but it would be more of sort of like a mentor relationship versus like, oh, I'm here and you're here, you know? So. Community, to me, God, community is such like an easy word, but I've been